Hi everybody, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. We have many comics today. Let's start off with one of my favorite independents, Jonna and the Unpossible Monsters. It's about Jonna and Jonna's sister, who I think's name is Rainbow. It's written by Chris Samnee and Laura Samnee. Art is by Chris Samnee. We found out that Jonna is a monster killer, can kill monsters. And then there's a big giant piece of artwork here. They get loose. Jonna's sister gets her out, and they get out of the city. It looks like the city collapses, basically. We get a flashback with their father. There's a real good chance that, I don't know, that he just might not be there anymore. But we also see that Jonna has been fighting monsters for a while, see? Big, giant, red pterodactyl looking monster. And then Jonna goes berserk and punches it in the face. So we still have no idea why Jonna can do this. This comic is very cinematic. It goes fast. There's a lot of pretty pictures to look at, not a lot of words, and we still have no answers. So it's one of my favorite books. I love a book that doesn't give me any answers. And it's from these guys. It's from Oni. I think it's the only Oni book we get. I don't know. Off to Anime Manga World with Space Pirate Captain Harlock. Number 5. Let me go ahead and mispronounce some names. Story by Leiji Matsumoto. Story by Jerome Alchui. Art is Jerome Alchui. And we get some flashback art and storyline to tell us about these unbeatable women folks that are impossible to kill, the Mazons. And we find out that one of them may have lost their mind. Well, it had to be the lava one. Isn't it always the lava one? So Harlock's got to fight, well, pretty much everybody, as is usual. And they're trying to not have to fight the Mazons. And he's trying to make a deal with Lafresia. But his truce with her is the minute everything is fine, he's going to just straight up try to kill her again. Apparently he's been trying to kill her for a while. So it's a great book. It makes me hope that I don't decide that I have to start watching the anime again. It says final chapter, The Battle of Fiery Hearts is to be continued. I seriously hope it's not a 6-issue miniseries. I hope that they keep writing Captain Harlock. Otherwise, I'll just watch it. Alright, Barbarella. Pretty sure this has got the artist that's going to make my tongue fall out here if I try to say it. Writer is Sarah Hoyt. Thank you, Sarah. That was very nice. Artist, Madabek Musabekov. So, Barbarella is going to the 144th planet of the Kryuk Benevolence, who the evil person in charge puts puts anybody into giant robots so that they can work for them 24 hours a day. Art is awesome. You get cool shots like that. And so Barbarella's there to help free people. All of a sudden, for some reason, her little critter with her, I think his name's Vic, speaks full sentences now, and we don't know why. And they defeat the robots by showing how much in love that they are. They even make a robot cry oil, and when they try to go after their own programming, they self-destruct. So when they figure out that they can't love, they would rather die. So, and the evil person actually, it looks exactly like Barbarella, so we're not sure what's going on there. This is a great book, though. We're only up to issue 4, so you can probably pick up back issues really easy, no problem. Here we go with a awesome cover by someone with the last name of McNiven for Moon Knight number 4. Here's Tigra, because her and Spectre, Mark Spectre, Moon Knight used to be Wackos together. Wackos means West Coast Avengers, in case you weren't aware of that. The writer is Jed McKay. The artist is Alessandro Capuccio. And Mark's just trying to sort through some things. And there's a guy named Rampage who is going to take all of Mark Spector's money away from him using Electronics One. And Tiger shows up because she just missed him. And she was not ready for the suit because he wears a suit and tie a lot. And so they have to go after this guy who's trying to destroy him by taking all of his money. I do like the artwork. It's kind of sketchy, but at the same, I mean, sketch-like, not sketchy. It's like really sketchy. But, you know, it has that flow to it that makes it fun. And it's Moon Knight. It's always fun to watch somebody who's crazy. And he's really crazy. And for the first time, I think, since we've seen the issue 4, Tiger just lets Tiger see his face. He gets beat up a lot. He's like, yeah, that's why the only person who'll spend time with me is a teenage vampire who doesn't like me very much. So Tiger said she'll hang out with him. And I'm glad they brought Moon Knight back. They're dealing with a lot of his things. Daredevil. All right, let's do Daredevil. Daredevil 35, Lockdown Part 5. We are almost done with Lockdown. This is written by Chip Zdarsky. The artists are Stefano Landini with Francesco Mobili. Either they haven't changed the artist in a while, I'm just getting good at this. So there's lots of bullseyes, and one of the bullseyes after Elektra, because she's the new Daredevil. And he's also after Daredevil, because he's Daredevil. The coolest thing he does is he kidnaps a pair of stage performers to make them reenact the scene where Bullseye shanks Elektra. If they don't do what he says, he's just going to shoot them both. And it's Elektra, so then you have to worry about, is she going to care? And she's got a new trick with her sai that Tony Stark designed for her sai, but he designed it for Matthew Murdock, not knowing that Matt's already blind and has radar sense. So this lets her basically see in the dark. You get everything. You get sonar, thermal, heartbeats. Heartbeats are a handy trick if you're trying to throw something through their heart. So, and they say this is setting us up for something called Reign of something. I don't remember. But it's good. Daredevil shows up again to beat the crap out of Bullseye. The police try to arrest him, and the Avengers show up and tell them to knock it off. The Fantastic Four show up and tell them to knock it off. Typhoid Mary manages to save Kingpin, and we're getting geared up for something called Reign of Fire or something. I don't know. We'll see. If it's in the book, I'll read it. If they try to make me crossover stuff, I might not. And right away, we get another one, number 6 of Adventure Man. There's no man in this. I mean, her father, maybe? So the script is Matt Fraction. Pencils and colors are Terry Dodson. Inks are Rachel Dodson. Good to keep it in there. So that's 2 books we got like that, because Jana is the same way. We get some flashbacks of an old Superman and a cowboy, and it all looks black and white on purpose. So that's kind of nice. And come to find out, she used her Adventure Man powers, and she slept for like 3 days, and then got up and literally ate an entire table of breakfast. So, and then she had to go help her mother. Her mother owns a bookstore, Molly's Books, so she had to help move books. And there's something going on where all of these old comatose patients that have been there for a while are starting to wake up. And there are some freaky ghosts going on, and she's trying to save her kid from the freaky ghosts. So it looks like we're going to get the old team back together, the old Adventure Man. It was nice to get a book right away. We had to wait a very long time for another book, so I'm kind of hoping he'll keep it up. It says the next one will be in November. Adventure Man. It's like, if you love Pulp Fiction, like Doc Savage, The Avenger, Joker, Shadow. It's this. It's this with a new idea. So it's pretty good. All right, Sonic the Hedgehog, number 46, leading up to a massive, epic number 50. But last time we left the ladies, Amy Rose, Tangle the Lemur, Belle the Tinkerer, and Jewel the Beetle. The campground was on fire. So, and they have to save the little bear who has a little fireball friend who we don't know who started the fire because Belle, even though she's made of wood, has a finger that will light things up. So they have to save everybody. When things are going south and no one wants to listen to Amy, she splits a boulder in half and tells everyone to listen to Jewel because she's the organized one. So, and then they all have to go and save the day. They find the little bear cub, but it's kind of a cliffhanger. Literally a cliffhanger for you. So, and the sweetest thing about this issue is there's always a letters page and people draw pictures. And someone drew this wonderful colored pencil, you probably can't see it, of Eggman when he was the Tinkerer and Belle, and he's just holding her because he made her. And it was very sweet. So, yep, we're getting geared up for a big anniversary. It's too late to tell you to go pick this up. I mean, if you go pick it up, great, but you're going to have to backfill so many things to know what you're doing. Ugh. So, we're going to finish the game with some absolute silliness. Issue number 1 of Task Force Z. The Z is indeed for zombie. So, we have Jason Todd, the Red Hood, who is in charge of bad guys. We have a script by Matthew Rosenberg. Eddie Barrows does the pencils. Eber Ferreira does the inks. And they go after Crazy Quilt. Crazy Quilt. Do you believe this nonsense? Man-Bat shows up. They're zombies. They want to fight you and eat you. Bane is a zombie. I didn't know Bane was dead currently, but he is. And it's Jason Todd trying to control these zombies. And he doesn't look too good either. Although they showed his butt cheeks. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But he's got a bunch of scar tissue. And they've told him that he is going to have these zombies in his squad. He is not happy about it, but he's doing it. Here's another zombie here. Who is this? Arkham Knight. I don't know who he is, but he's also a zombie. They use him to make Crazy Quilt talk by letting him snap his zombie jaws like an inch away from his face. And then they have to go, because it's a Batman book. Red Hood is Batman. I mean, he's not. It's Jason Todd. Mr. Freeze. They have to go with Mr. Freeze. You get all of Task Force Z. There's a guy who's not dead, though, because it's Arkham Knight, Bane, Man-Bat. But this one skinny fella, Mr. Bloom, he looks like Slender Man. He's tall, he's skinny, he's got one eye, he wears a suit. So I don't know who he is. I've never heard of Mr. Bloom. So to make him work, though, they have these little shoulder apparati with the zombie serum that gives him little, like, calm you down, you don't need to eat this fella. They kill a lot of bad guys. Seriously, kill a lot of bad guys and crack Mr. Freeze's helmet open. So somebody ain't going to be around for very long. And Jason's frozen in the ice. And the next issue, they're being funny and calling it Hungry, Hungry Heroes instead of Hungry, Hungry Hippo. I don't remember if this one was funny. Death's Door, that's not funny. Or the one where Crazy Quilt almost gets eaten. So they're playing it tongue-in-cheek. I'm going to buy this for a while. We'll see if it lasts. I hope they don't turn it into a miniseries. It doesn't say it's a miniseries. It says number 1. So we'll see. So there's the comic books for this week. Sophie and Fiona, thanks for coming over. Happy Halloween to everyone. We took you guys to a trick-or-treat. You got, 15 pounds of candy apiece. You went dressed as Pikachu and Mimikyu with costumes that you can wear other places, so that's great. Remember to go read a comic book. It's good for you. Go get a free one if you want. Sometimes Fanfare has free ones. They have free ones for Halloween. I picked up a couple of Miles Morales Spider-Man ones. So until next week, go read a comic book.